So 1 minute, I'm a Sunday League player coming into an academy, didn't know what an academy was. And then the next minute, I'm getting offered 2-year contracts, then 4-year contracts. So at that time, I thought I got too much too soon, to be honest. I think if I just went the normal route of all the other lads in my age group or the year above, because I didn't see anyone else getting that treatment except for players that maybe got off from the club, like Joe Hardy that got bought from Man City, if you remember that. So he left and I came in, and then I took the treatment that he was probably getting at that age, and then obviously it's probably gotten to me, and then I've probably not wanted to improve as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? So it was a smooth run, and then rude awakening in my first year scholar, and then I hit a lot of form in my first year scholar. Took me into the second year, and then unfortunately getting released is obviously a blow, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we'll get on to that shortly, but you've kind of preempted my next question there. If you are a 12, 13-year-old lad and you're hungry and the club are trying to keep you hungry, the best way to do that is probably not by offering you a 2 or 3 or 4 year contract, is it? The best way to do that is to probably keep you fighting year on year. But then the flip side of that is the club does have to try and protect itself and their asset, because they want to keep hold of their asset and they don't want another club to come in and pinch that player for relatively cheap. So they have to try and tie them down. But mentally, how do you think it did affect you as a 12, 13-year-old? Does it lead to you thinking, I'm the big deal here, or does it kind of give you the...
For sure. And the things that made me realise when now I've gotten older, Parky always used to say to me, you care about your haircut more than playing. Or John Ebro used to call me, used to always tell me to take my earrings out, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it now. In their head, they're probably thinking this kid's got a lot of ability, but it's gotten to his head, you know what I'm saying? And I probably didn't stay behind enough in the gym, even though I don't really need to go to the gym, but it just shows that you care, innit? Probably didn't stay behind enough after training, probably getting off way too early. But it's something that you learn once you get older, obviously, because I didn't know anything else. All I knew was you're the main kid in this year group, and you're going to go the full way, you know what I'm saying? And it is tough. It is tough to balance out how you think about things. Like, I played my first youth team game at 13, 14, I think, and I scored 2 goals. And then that adds another step in, that you're in your brain, you're thinking, I've made it now, do you know what I'm saying? So it's a bit of a tough one.
Did you yourself, kind of looking back now, do you yourself look back and think, maybe not I wish I'd behaved differently, but maybe I wish that Tranmere hadn't wrapped me up in cotton wool so much, if that makes sense?
Yeah, for sure. I wish I didn't. I wish that I got the contract, but I wish I didn't know how it worked. You know what I'm saying? I wish that I didn't know what was going on in the background, and I just was trying to carry on hustling. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm getting told you've got your scholar at the age of 13, 14, I'm going into school. I'm not doing no schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? So it is one of them.
How did the family handle that?
See, that's the thing. I think if I had a solid, I had the agent at the time, but he was an agent for everybody. So like, he had lads that was in Liverpool and stuff. So like, for him, that's tick. We've got another 4 years of me. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's obviously told me to sign it. But at the time, my family don't know anything about football. Like, it's not a footballing background. It's just, you don't have to go to college. You're gonna get paid from playing football. Go on, sign it. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's interesting. We've had quite a few young players on this podcast, some of whom have made it and some who haven't. And one of them who always sticks out to me is Josh Solomon-Davies, who says he basically received some really bad advice from an agent when he was offered a professional contract by Tranmere. And I think it was Declan Drysdale at the same time. Both of them. And Declan's gone on to do really well in the Football League, but Josh is the other side of that, in that Josh didn't quite make it as a professional. And he says he wished that he'd listen to his heart almost, rather than listen to the agent saying, we can get you an extra 100 or 50 quid, whatever else elsewhere. And that agent can play such a crucial role in deciding not just where you are for the next 6 months, but for the next 6 years.
100%, 100%. That's Josh is a close friend to me too. He was another one that was played up early, so we got close, and it was a pinnacle year that for him, because I think if he stayed at Tranmere at the time, he's playing every game. He's going to be involved every game, like Eddie Clark. They give Eddie Clark the chance for the year, and he went on to Fleetwood. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could have been the year for him, but as you say, the agent gave him some bad advice. He was trying to probably bite off more than he could chew, the agent, and then it's put him in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a top player.